Hi guys, welcome back to another video here. I think Orion Minerals, it's one of those companies that will turn a lot of retail investors into millionaires in future. I might be wrong, but if everything works out with their projects in the Northern Cape, they have two exciting projects there, which are copper projects. A lot of retail investors could be millionaires. You could make a lot of money in future if you hold the shares of this stock for a longer period. For example, for you to own 100,000 shares of Orion Minerals, you just need 20,000 rand. If you invest 20,000 rand now at the current price level, you will own 100,000 shares of Orion Minerals. For example, if it happens that now in future Orion Minerals share price goes up to like 5 rand a share, when they start now producing copper, when their mines are now fully developed, they are operating, then now they are selling copper, now they're generating cash flow. Now the share price of course will follow that as the earnings grow. So if the share price is trading around 5 rand a share in future, your 100,000 shares will be worth 500,000. And it only costed you how much? 20,000 rand to acquire those 100,000 shares with the current price level now. Because currently now the share price is trading around 19 cents a share, which is very, very, very cheap. So if the share price in future again goes to 10 rand, that means your 100,000 shares will be worth 1,000,000 rand. So you will be a millionaire then by just investing 20,000 rand now. That can happen very, very quick if you are a patient investor, because I can tell you that the demand for copper will continue to increase because now the global economy actually, countries around the world, they are transitioning to clean energy. So we are moving to a low carbon economy. So that will create the demand, will drive the demand of copper. And of course, the electrical vehicles will also drive the demand for copper. So those are some of the reasons why the copper will still be in demand. It is one of the commodity that drives our economy. So investing into junior mining companies or penny stocks of copper, you are actually putting yourself ahead compared to other investors. You will have a quite advantage in terms of making a lot of profits in future, because when you buy a penny stock, you just need little capital to own a bunch of shares. Now imagine in future when this company now pays dividends. So you're not only going to benefit from capital appreciation, you're also going to benefit from the dividends. Now with my position currently, I've invested around 60,000 rand, over 60,000 rand actually, and I've managed to acquire like 316,000 shares. And then I recently also participated to their share purchase program. They were raising capital by issuing out shares. So they invited qualifying investors from the 5th of July. Then that program, it closed on the 23rd of July. So they raised around 3.6 million US dollar from the retail investors from South Africa and also around the world. So that is also quite some exciting news, because I managed to participate there with 10,000 rand. So that meaning that on the 30th, they will be now allocating shares to those investors who participated. So I'm waiting to get my like over 50,000 shares again, additional shares to my already existing 316,000 shares. So which means now I will be owning around over 370,000 shares. My goal is to at least own this year 500,000 shares of Orion Minerals, because I believe that the share price in future will go up and I will benefit in terms of capital appreciation, and I will also benefit if the stock pays dividend in future. I will also be paid a quite significant amount of dividends in future if they do pay dividends when they are now producing and selling copper. So of course that will happen in future, but of course there's also risk. They might not actually eventually turn into a producing mine. Things could fail, because currently now they are still busy with their bankable feasibility studies. They are currently busy with some construction work to their Priska copper zinc mine. They are busy with drilling those exploration holes on their Okip project mine. Both of them, they are in the Northern Cape province. Once they are done with their bankable feasibility study, of course, the next step now is funding. They need to get funding so that they can start now constructing and developing the mine that is going to be producing. And then, of course, there's still a lot of work to be done there in terms of building the concentrators so that they can actually beneficiate the ore that they will be mining from those mines. So if they don't get funding for constructing the mine, of course, that could be one of the negative things that can make or cause the project to fail. So there is a risk involved. I'm not saying that it's a showcase that this mine will work out and then they'll start producing and then the share price will go up. But the opportunities, they are there. I think they outweigh the risk of losing your money. So there's more upside benefits compared to the downside losses that you might actually incur. So that's one of the opportunities that I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of guys being millionaires if you invested if you took some quite huge risk with your money. But I will say that it is one of the best opportunities that I think it can generate a lot of money for you. Your money can work for you in this project. But currently now it is discouraging. Of course, the share price is doing nothing. It's down there. It's doing nothing. You might feel discouraged when you see your money being on the red zone. But of course, if you are patient enough and you can make a lot of money going forward with the stock, I believe in this company. I believe into the project that they're doing. I understand them. I understand what they're doing actually. So I'm looking forward to benefit in terms of profits in future. And by the end of this year, I want to at least own 500,000 shares of this company, of Orion Minerals. So that's all that I wanted to share with regard to Orion Minerals. Another thing that I wanted to share again is some of the changes that I made on my technology stock, because there's been a sell-off of tech stocks currently now. I think you guys have seen that, especially the ones that were over a bit stretched, the one that were actually overextended, the likes of Nvidia, the semiconductor stock. So I think there's kind of sector rotation, the money moving out of the tech stocks, going into some financials, healthcare sector. But of course, what I did with my tech portfolio now, I sold stocks which were in losses and then they were not technology stocks because I prefer to own tech stocks, because with this current sell-off, to me, that was an opportunity to actually now buy more of this tech stock by selling the losing stocks, which were not in the tech sector. So I sold Nike and I sold Estee Lauder. I also sold an ETF, which was the TAN ETF, solar energy ETF. So all that cash was then reinvested into the tech stocks, which were now trading below their intrinsic value. For example, the likes of ASML, which is a company that sells lithography machines that are used to actually produce or manufacture the chips that are used into our computers, into cars. So of course, it's one of the companies that has a competitive advantage. It's doing quite well in terms of generating cash. So I invested all the money that I actually got from selling those stocks that I was holding. Of course, but I sold those stocks at the loss. I'm just waiting for the statement, which will come, I think, next month. Then I'll show you those losses because they are a lot. So I think I've lost over 30 or 50K when I sold those losing positions. But the good thing is I'm still in profit overall. I think over 100K in profits, around 200,000 rand in profit when I combine all my portfolio, the Easyequity portfolio and eToro. So net, I'm still positive, but I had to adjust my portfolio and sell some of the stocks, not because of those stocks that were losing. No, that's not the reason why I sold them. The reason why I sold those stocks is because I wanted to buy more shares of this tech stock, which can go up in future. Because every time there is a correction in the tech sector, I always like to be involved. So, okay, let me just compare the two stories scenario A and scenario B. So then I was like, okay, just sell stock B so that you can buy more of stock A, because stock A seems to offer good growth in terms of capital appreciation. Here, just cut your losses and reinvest all that capital into stock A, which can give you more gains, more profits in future. So that's what I did. I didn't sell them because of they were rate or they were losing. I just wanted to reinvest that money into fast growing stocks because of why AI. AI is the one that is driving these companies. So I'm investing more into companies that are AI related, companies that are actually at the forefront of developing AI. So they're going to benefit, of course, from AI. We've seen that most of the AI stocks, they've been going up quite crazy. So that's what I did. That's an adjustment that I did with my portfolio, and I'm happy with that. So I just wanted to give you guys an update with the market so far with what is happening in terms of investment. So it's Orion Minerals and the tech sector, which is on a sell-off. So you can buy more stocks of Orion, or you can also add more shares of the tech sector. Or if you didn't get involved in 2022 during that big correction of the tech sector, you can still be involved now and buy some of the great companies in the tech sector that are currently correcting now. All right, guys, please remember that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing these videos for educational purposes only, because I love growing money. I love, employing my cash. I always want to make my salary to work for me. You go to work, you get paid, save some, then let that money work for you, the one that you just saved. Don't work for cash until you die. Don't work for money until you die. Invest. But I'm not a financial advisor. Please take note of that. This is for only educational purposes only. With that being said, guys, happy investing. I will see you in the next video. Bye.